In 2003, a woman checked into a small roadside motel just outside of Flagstaff, Arizona. The manager, Carl Duncan, remembers it well. It was late at night, and the woman was quiet, which wasn't unusual. Sometimes, people just want a place to lay their head after a long drive. You know, this woman paid in cash, which was also not unusual, and she gave the name Alina Moore. That wasn't unusual either. People use false names all the time when they're trying to get away from it all. The only thing that was a little odd was that she carried only a single small suitcase with her. But people have their reasons for traveling light, so Carl didn't think much of it. He wished her a pleasant stay, and that was that. But the next morning when the housekeeper went to clean room 6, she found it spotless. The bed perfectly made, the sheets unwrinkled, the towels stacked neatly, everything in its place. And in the corner, still sitting by the door, was the woman's suitcase. Now, Carl thought that was strange, because he de-checked the security cameras, and the footage showed Alina never leaving the room. But that wasn't the weirdest part. When Carl checked the tapes, he saw that at 3:14 a.m., the hallway camera briefly flickered, and when it kicked back on, room 6's door was shown slowly creaking open on its own. No one stepped out. Then, at 3:24 a.m., the camera flickered again, and the door was shut. But Alina was never seen leaving the room, nor was there any trace of her having left the property. The police were called and they found nothing except a faded photograph of a young girl from the 70s, a hairbrush, and a note that simply read, "Don't let him find me." Background checks revealed no Alina Moore that matched her ID, and the name and address she'd written on the motel register matched a woman who'd disappeared in 1978, under eerily similar circumstances, so the case was quietly filed as a missing persons report. But no leads ever surfaced. To this day, travelers passing through Flagstaff sometimes request room 6 on purpose, hoping for a glimpse of the unexplained. Several guests have claimed to wake at exactly 3:14 a.m. to the sound of a suitcase being dragged across the floor only to find nothing there. Locals say if you stay in room 6 on a windless night, you might catch the faint reflection of a woman in the bathroom, mirror a woman clutching a small suitcase. Just before the lights flicker and she disappears, leaving only the echo of a warning written decades ago. Do you want to let him find me? Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, check out my podcast. Thanks. Bye.